Now that we're done painting our level, we want to export this artwork so that we can import it inside of GameSalad. Now, there's a few different ways we can do this. This image itself isn't too large to just export as an entire image that we can then import inside GameSalad. And that's really the easiest thing to do. So I'm just going to do that right now by going to the File menu and down to Save Image. And again, that's going to bring this dialog box, and we can choose how we want to save this. So I'm just going to name this background, and I will save it to my computer. And this time I'm just going to choose a JPEG, and here we can choose the quality of the JPEG. You usually don't want to go below 70%. You're going to start to see a lot of artifacts in the background, but you notice even if we keep it at 100%, we're really only working with a 151 kilobyte background. And if this is going to be the entire size of your level, that's not bad at all. That's pretty optimized. So we can take this down to maybe somewhere around 80%. And at 80%, we really shouldn't see any change. And you can see that we've gone from 151 kilobytes down to 39. So I'll just go ahead and save that just to my desktop, and then we'll save that out. So now we've saved out a single image. But let's say you want to play with some of these individual pieces. We did a good job setting up distances between one platform and another platform here inside the image editor, but maybe inside GameSalad we want to be able to move these platforms over, or even better yet, duplicate them to extend the level. So to do that, it's really simple. We just need to start exporting each one of these elements separately. So I am going to turn off all the elements that I don't want right now. So I'll just simply turn off the lighting, and then we'll turn off the background, and we're just left with our platform. And then I can go ahead and use the crop tool, and that's the first tool that we see here in our tool palette. So I'll click on that, and I'm just going to click and drag here on top of my canvas to select a specific area. I'm going to make sure I don't cut off any of my artwork, but I have this nice gap right here that I can go ahead and create that crop tool endpoint. I'll let go and then hit the return or enter key, and that's going to crop my image. With this image cropped, I'm then going to again go back to the File menu here. Again, make sure you're selecting the File menu in the browser and not the File menu for the browser, so this one right here. And then we'll go down to Save. And again, we're going to save this out. But this time we want transparency. So instead of a JPEG, we're going to choose the PNG with full quality transparency. This is going to make a little bit larger image, but we're going to get that nice transparent background. So I'll save this out. I'll just call this Platform 1, and we'll save that. And then we can go ahead and undo this. So we'll just do an edit, undo, and then again we can use our crop tool to get the next section. So I'm just going to crop this around the artwork. The last image I cropped all the way up here because we of course had artwork up here that we needed to preserve. But now I'm just going to use the crop tool to crop around this platform just like that. And you want to keep this as tight as possible without cropping any of the image or the artwork. Again, enter or return to finalize that. And then again we can save this out in PNG format. And I'll name this Platform 2. And then save that out. And again, I can hit the edit, undo, and I can continue the process with each one of these pieces. Now, obviously, with all these different platforms being exported, at some point we're going to have to turn off the platforms themselves and just turn on our lighting and our background, and then export this as a single image. So then, of course, inside GameSalad, we can layer first the lighting background and then all of our platforms on top of that, which obviously gives us a lot more control. And as I mentioned, we can play with the different platforms and even duplicate some of them in different locations. So for instance, if I really liked this platform right here, and I duplicated it as a separate piece, then inside GameSalad, I can move that platform around and put it anywhere I want inside the level. So take a moment to export all of your artwork either as a single piece that you're going to be working with or as individual pieces that you can then of course duplicate and then edit and move around inside Game.